The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the host and co-chair of the webinar. My name is Sidita Hasi, and we have our mentoring team with us tonight. We have Lisa, Chris, and Teresa, and they will be talking about our mentoring program. It's a new program, and we're very delighted to have them here and share the work they have been doing and whatever we can offer to our mentees or mentors. We do represent the Human Development Leadership Division of the American Society for Quality. This is a global division aiming to enrich the personal and professional lives of our members and non-members across the global community. We continuously offer webinars within the range of our body of knowledge, which you can find in my ASQ HD&L community site. We usually, as I said, once a month have these webinars. We have speakers coming and great guest speakers. What we are doing now, we're actually developing this new program, which should be offering some services for people to increase their leadership skills. This would be an opportunity for mentees, for those who are looking to be receiving a mentor, as well as for mentors that can be members from our team and share their experience with them. If you are interested to know more, we will record this webinar, but we also have a question and answer at the end. This is about a 1-hour webinar. We will have our team present the program, as well as we will have a Q&A at the end, about 15 minutes. If you have any question during the webinar itself, you can still use the question box, not the chat box. We will use the question box, we will read through them, and we will share them with the team. We're very delighted to have here Chris, who will be starting to introduce the program, and Lisa and Teresa, as I said. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Sidita, and thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We're happy to have you here to talk about our mentoring program that has been in discussion for some time now, and we're pleased to be able to offer it to the members. So I'd like to just take you through briefly a little bit about what Sidita touched on, ASQ HD&L division, what we're about, also some ways to connect with us if you're looking to see this or any of the other previously recorded webinars. Please visit us on the YouTube channel, and there's also a LinkedIn channel as well. So a little bit about the mentoring program team. Lisa Simpkins is with us. She has 15 years experience in quality, has been an ASQ member for 10 years, and 3+ years as a member of the HD&L leadership team. And she holds a certified manager of quality as well as CSQE and a CQIA. We are also joined today by Teresa Whitaker, who is a senior quality engineer and principal at Marketech Systems in Pittsburgh, holds a bachelor's degree in organizational leadership, also several ASQ certifications, including quality auditor, quality engineer, green belt, and certified manager of quality. Teresa is also an ASQ fellow and is an instructor for ASQ's Pittsburgh section for CQI refresher course. Myself, my name is Chris. I have 20+ years experience in manufacturing. I am the Rhode Island Section 107 treasurer. I hold a certified quality auditor and a certified Six Sigma black belt through ASQ, and my role is typically in a continuous improvement manager. So we're happy to be here and join you today. A little bit about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about what's the program, what is the process to apply, what are some of the requirements for both sides, the mentors and the mentees. And as Sidita said, we're going to leave about 15 minutes at the end for any questions and answers that you may have. So, what is mentoring? Well, mentoring is defined as a deliberate pairing of a more skilled or experienced person with a lesser skilled or experienced one, with the agreed upon goal of having the lesser skilled person grow and develop certain competencies or knowledge. Both parties are mutually accountable for the success of the mentoring relationship. The mentoring program that we have put together is to join members to further individual growth. So we're looking for folks to share knowledge, to develop skills and leadership capabilities, to challenge and support members in the enrichment of their careers, to facilitate the transfer of knowledge, to establish and build relationships, and also to increase member value and satisfaction. We're defining a mentor as one who acts as a teacher, coach, or advisor to the mentee. Mentors help and support their mentees' professional development by providing guidance and information to gain knowledge, acquire skills, and develop a plan to reach their goals. We're defining a mentee as one who seeks to develop him or herself with the help of a mentor. Mentees take personal responsibility for their own development, self-improvement, and accomplishment, and proactively drive the mentoring relationship. And now I'd like to turn it over to Teresa to present some of the rest of the information for you, as well as the process to apply and where to go for some questions. Teresa?
Thanks, Chris. What we're going to talk about is what's the value to an organization for someone to participate in this mentoring program. This is based on some data research that we've done here. And if you look at what some of the bang for your buck items are, employees get improved morale when they can participate in a mentor program. Whether you're the mentor or the mentee, I've been both, and I can tell you that that's true. You do feel more of an accomplished team member. You also have increased competency. To be a mentor, you obviously have to be competent in what you do, and you learn as a mentee to have the competency as well. As an employee, you're groomed for the next level of your career. You're getting mentored for a reason. There's something there for you. There's something there that's going to help you progress on. But I think one thing that's most important too is higher retention. You know, it's a job seekers market right now. So let's give them a reason to make them stay. Give them something that they want to do. So I'm interested in participating in this program. What do I do now? We're going to tell you about that. So here's some participation requirements that we need from anyone who's interested in going through this. In order to participate in our mentoring program, you must meet the following requirements in order to start, as well as to remain in the program. Conduct all interactions in a respectful, professional, and confidential manner. Be an active member of the division in good standing. If you're not sure if you are, anyone within the division or ASQ can help you. Be a member of the division's community in my ASQ. Agree to share phone and email contact information with each other, mentor and mentee, and with the program administration team, so that we're able to contact you should the need arise. Agree to ongoing sessions by phone, email, and or in person, depending on where you're located, during the pairing session, as determined by mutual agreement with everyone's schedule. Go to an orientation session, and agree to provide feedback on respective experiences after the paired association concludes. That allows the coordination team to make continuous improvement to this program so that we can continue to benefit everyone that wants to be part of it. So how do you apply? You know, you're hearing this, you're interested in being a mentor or a mentee. How do you apply? Visit the application online, and we have the link for you in the slides that you can go to. Complete the application and return the application for review. Regardless whether you're going to be a mentee or a mentor, the process will be the same. Upon notification that you're accepted into the program, you have to attend an orientation session, which that's mandatory for everyone to be part of. The reason you want it, what's scheduled will be in that will be introduce the program administration team, as well as any current participants that you have. Establish a common understanding of the scope and processes that are involved in this process so that everyone hears the same message. Establish mutual commitment to the program, expectations from the program, and increase overall success of the program for everybody that is participating. So what are some requirements for a mentor? You're interested in mentoring somebody, what do you have to do? Some things you need to keep in mind. Support and encourage the mentee. That is probably first and foremost and your biggest thing you want to do. Be supportive and encouraging to whomever you have. Keep an open mind. Listen more than you talk. Be open to the mentee's ideas and really hear what they're saying. Share your skills, knowledge, and expertise that apply to the mentee's goals. Focus on what goals they have and what their needs are. Encourage the mentee to address their any challenging issues they have. Whatever issues they have, work with them on it. Help them get through it. Facilitate developmental experiences and expand your professional network. That's one of the reasons why you're doing this. And provide an objective perspective. So what are some requirements for mentees? You want to participate in the program and have someone help you. Things you need to do to prepare. Ask yourself introspective questions regarding career goals, strengths, weaknesses, to really get inside yourself to see what you want to do. Seek broader perspectives and explore options. That's what you want to be in this for. You want to be in here to learn options you have, look at things in a different light. Be open to recommendations and participating in constructive conversations. Be ready to ask the hard questions and have the tough answers. Proactively work towards meeting or exceeding the desired goals. Whatever goals you set up in this program, you always want to work towards that. You want to follow through on your commitments and speak up diplomatically. Don't be afraid to speak up, but do it in a diplomatic way. Any questions that we have from today? And even if you have questions at a later date, we have an email address on the screen that you can send them to, and any of us on the team here will help you. We have a program guide that's available for the attendees in the handouts of the webinar. It's also on the My ASQ community as a resource page. We thank you all for attending, and you can connect with us in various ways on our website, on YouTube, or on LinkedIn.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Chris and Teresa. And I wanted to open it up to questions if you're ready. Any questions you have, even if you are planning to either look for a mentor or be one, as a team here mentioned, we do have a book of knowledge which can kind of help you guide sort of the topics that we cover. They're about human development and leadership, as well as other areas that have to do with wellness as well. But we do have two handouts. One is the presentation itself that you have here, and we're having some questions, so that's great. We have the time to respond to those. And the other handout is the guide itself. So it has more details. If you want to take your time and read through it, that's absolutely fine. As Lisa mentioned, there are ways to contact even later, so you have the emails already. Let me see what kind of question did we have here. Can one be a mentor for someone and a mentee with someone else at the same time? I think they could they?
That's a good question. I don't know if we brought that up specifically, but we don't have anything written that against it.
We don't have anything that says they can't, as long as they can justify, as long as they have the time to do that. I don't see why they couldn't.
Yeah, and I mean, it all depends on the time the person has, so that's I would agree with that. If the topics
right,
are
so as long as we have somebody we can pair them up with, I don't see an issue with it if it works within their schedule.
Exactly, and that's important to mention. We will have, this is like an awareness time. We're kind of testing this out. We will see how many people we get as mentors and as mentees. We do have one webinar coming up on July 10th, which is randomly actually, but related to the relevance of being a mentor and what it means to be a mentor and a mentee. So if you want to attend that as well, it's on July 10th. It's already posted on my ASQ. And yeah, I think we learn by doing, so we'll see what kind of pool do we get. The other question is, how is the mentee and mentor program counted in the recertification process? I think you have that in the guide. There are specific points assigned to each of them. And if you go and read...
There are points. There are specific points. It's based on the length of time that you're spending as a mentee or mentor.
Yes, and that's included in the guide that I sent as a handout. The handout, there are two.
Excuse me, that goes back to the slide about the responsibilities in sustaining the relationship and going through the program.
Correct. Okay, and we have another question about under what conditions will the relationship be terminated or ended? I think that's predetermined at the beginning. That could change if people don't feel comfortable, but I think it was a minimum 3 months, if I remember correctly. 3 to 6, something like that.
What was that question again?
The question is about under what conditions will be the relationship terminated or ended.
Oh, so at what point would you call it through?
Correct, yeah.
I would think at one point, if they meet whatever goals are lined up at the beginning, if they have goals lined up and they reach those goals, that's definitely going to be one reason.
Yeah, if I believe...
agree with that. I would.
Go ahead.
I think it might go. The end point may be predetermined for the RUs, and we're looking at that. But I think that if the two agree to carry further, they're certainly welcome to.
Correct. Absolutely.
So we're recommending 6 months. Anything less than 3 just may not accomplish your goal.
And anyone else has any last comments at this point? Again, you can take your time and read. Do we have a deadline yet on by when do they need to submit their request so they can kind of get an idea when to be ready for? Like, how long are we having this call for applicants kind of thing?
There isn't a deadline, so feel free to join or to go to the link that you saw earlier for the application and go ahead and fill that out, and one of the program team members will be in touch with you.
Perfect. So then they can go through the presentation we're sending on the handout. Also, the guide has way more details, so make sure you read that as well. And if you have extra questions, as Chris is saying, just reach out, and then they'll see how they can pair you up. Okay, any last questions or comments from the team as well? We should be good. Great, so thank you so much, Chris, Teresa, and Lisa, for the hard work that has been going on. It's been almost a year, so that's greatly appreciated, and we're really excited to finally have it launched and see how else we can help the members. And we will see how this turns out. I mean, we're always experimenting new things, and this is one of those. So don't feel shy, reach out, send us comments or any suggestions you might have, not even questions only, and we'll be glad to take those into account. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, everyone.